All right, here we are evaluating functions. So number 1 says if f of x is equal to 1/2 x squared minus 3x, what is the value of f of 9? So we're given an equation in function notation, and we need to evaluate for an input of 9. So see here, f of x is equal to 1/2 x squared minus 3x. What is the value of f of 9? So this 9 is in the spot of the x. So everywhere we see an x in this equation, we're going to replace it with a 9. We're going to substitute in a 9. So we have f of 9 is equal to 1/2 times 9 squared minus 3 times, not times x, times 9. Because remember, we're substituting in a 9 everywhere we see that x value. So put a 9 in for x here, here, and here. On the left-hand side, we're not doing any evaluating. The left-hand side is literally just telling us we're going to take our function f and we're going to evaluate it for the x value of 9. So we're taking 9 and we're inputting it into our function. So f of 9 is equal to, and now this, I'm just going to type this in my calculator. So I'm going to do 1/2 times, in parentheses, 9, close the parentheses, squared, minus 3, parentheses, 9. And I get that f of 9 is equal to 13.5. Now you don't want to panic here just because you got a decimal for your answer. That's okay, it is correct. You substituted 9 in for x, you evaluated, and you got an answer of 13.5. So this says when we take 9 and put it into our function f, the output is 13.5. Alright, number 3 says if g of n, so now we're talking about a function g, is equal to 0.2n plus 1.75, and g of n is equal to 0.75, what is the value of n? So here, this problem is a little bit different because it tells us that g of n is equal to 0.75. So everywhere I see a g of n in this equation, I'm going to replace that whole g of n with 0.75. So this whole left side says g of n. I'm going to substitute in 0.75 in its spot. So this is telling us, hey, our output is 0.75. You need to figure out what input gives you that output. So 0.75 is equal to 0.2n. We are not substituting 0.75 in here for n because n does not equal 0.75. G of n equals 0.75, and we want to solve for the value of n. So 0.75 equals 0.2n plus 1.75. All right, now we want to solve this for n. We want to get n on one side of the equation by itself. So I'm going to take this 1.75 and I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So then on your calculator, I'm going to put it over here so you can see it better, you would just want to do 0.75 minus 1.75. When you do that, you get negative 1 is equal to 0.2n. Alright, so now we want just n by itself. So this is 0.2 times n. We're going to divide by 0.2. So we're going to do negative 1 divided by 0.2. When we do that, we get negative 5 is equal to n. Because remember, 0.2 divided by 0.2, that is just a giant 1. So we can just say negative 5 is equal to n. So what we figured out is that when you input negative 5 into this function g, the output is 0.75.